We welcome you inside the E-rena, the South Gym on the campus of East Los Angeles College for tonight's coverage of Huskies basketball on Sportsnet USA, and it's brought to you by, as always, NutriShop of Monterey Park, your sports nutrition, health, and vitamins experts. The number 4 East Los Angeles College Huskies hosting the Rio Hondo Roadrunners. Dan Gudino here alongside Whittier Daily News prep sports writer Will Hernandez. Will, East Los Angeles on a roll. They continue to do it here at home, currently undefeated at 7-0. What does Rio Hondo bring to the table tonight that could possibly knock off the South Coast Conference North defending champion?
Well, Dan, thanks for having me here tonight. It's going to be a tough game for Rio Hondo. They've lost 15 of their last 16 games, but recently just shocked everybody by knocking off Trade Tech last week. So it's going to be a tough game for them. They're going to have to be able to hit shots ultimately, because the Huskies clearly have the advantage on size, as Henderson knocks down the three-pointer. Yeah, Henderson able to open up the scoreboard here at home. 19:30 to go, just underway inside the E-rena, as they like to call it. Cutting inside, it's McElroy who loses the ball. And back the other way is Henderson. Over to Heiler now. Bounce pass inside to Hunt. Hunt spinning around, beautiful. Nice move by the top 50 JUCO product inside California. They open up the scoreboard 5-0, Huskies do.
Yeah, Solomon Hunt did a really good job there, showing why he's a top 50 product. Does a good job on defense, gets a block, and comes down and gets a deuce.
Uziel Felix responds. 5-3 ball game, 18:45 to go. Fiumbe driving, right-hand side, right angle, off the glass, count it. So the Huskies come out with a lot of energy.
Yeah, and that was actually pretty good defense by Felix there, to former Gabrielino product, but Diambe, too much size, too much strength. He gets an opportunity to get three, the old-fashioned three-point play, but too much size right there for Diambe. Needs a nice finish. Hits the free throw. Puts the Huskies up by 5 with 18:38 to go. Good start so far, huh, Dan?
Perfect start for the Huskies. Of course, the Huskies led by their 7th-year man, Coach John Mosley. He has an impressive winning percentage of 77. 8 seconds on the ticker for the Roadrunners. Outside, it's Strachan too strong on that attempt, and Fiumbe comes up with the rebound. Henderson back to Fiumbe, stutter step. Over to Hickman. Hickman long on the attempt. Heiler got to tip it. Advantage Huskies. Roadrunners last touch it. Ball remains in the front court. 17 minutes, 57 seconds. Huskies get a brand new shot clock here. High pass, able to be handled by Heiler. You go inside to Fiumbe. Fiumbe fouled on the floor. 17:45 left.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate for Rio Hondo right there, because Felix picks up his second foul, just less than 2:30 into the game. He's going to have to head to the bench, but here comes former Sure Spartan Kevin Sandoval off the bench. See if he could give Rio Hondo a spark offensively.
Henderson. Extending the lead, 11-3, 17:35 remains. Huskies winners of 15 of the last 16 games. Currently ranked number 4. Long three-point attempt. That's Howing. So the only 2 shots for the Roadrunners have been 3-pointers. Loose ball. Fiumbe recovers. Dish out to Hickman. Hickman
Three-pointer, Alec Hickman.
Back-to-back possessions with three-pointers. 17 minutes remain, first half.
And as you know, Dan, Coach John Mosley prides his team off of defense, but so far the Huskies are 3 for 3 from beyond the arc to start the game as they're up by 8 and force a turnover right there. Tough start for the visiting Rio Hondo Roadrunners, who obviously, you know, they have a tall order going against the Huskies, but not helping themselves so far early in this game.
Tall order indeed. East Los Angeles just powerful inside with Solomon Hunt. 10-point lead for the Huskies. In the 7 years that Coach Mosley has been at the helm, he's undefeated against the Roadrunners, 9-0.
Yeah, and he's showing, you know, clearly Coach Mosley has a secret sauce for how to play the Roadrunners. I mean, but one of the things I noticed pregame is that the Huskies were really motivated. They felt really loose, and it sounded like they were confident coming into this one. Obviously, you don't want to, you know, underestimate your opponent, especially with a chance to clinch your 4th consecutive South Coast North division title. But yeah, Dan, as you mentioned, he's undefeated, and he's showing why right now as the Huskies are up by 10. But overall, the Huskies look motivated and you know, looking to get that win under their belt with 1 game remaining in the regular season.
Yeah, every time these two teams meet, the Huskies have won by an average margin of 24 points, and that's why, as Hunt will be credited with a steal, Ziegler will bring it from right to left. 16 minutes, 15 seconds remain. Heiler for 3, short on that attempt. Long rebound taken up by McElroy. 16:05 now, first half.
Basket is good by number 22, Jonathan Martinez.
Martinez cutting the deficit. Ziegler tries to respond, no. Martinez grabs the rebound, he'll bring it up. McElroy swings it to Strachan. Strachan, bounce pass to Martinez. Over to Felix. 3-point attempt, McElroy. Got a timeout called by Coach John Mosley. 15 minutes, 30 seconds remains. And a 16-11 ball game here inside the South Gym on Sportsnet USA. A little bit of a momentum swing off the timeout. Roadrunners on a small run. A 16-11 ball game. East Los Angeles, the number 14 in the state of California, hosting the Rio Hondo Roadrunners. The Roadrunners, not the best season. 4 wins, 22 losses. The month of February, just 1 win. They're glad January is over. No wins in the month of January. 0-8. Heiler called for the carry there. 15 minutes, 22 seconds inside the South Gym in a 16-11 ball game. East LA leads. Dan Gudino alongside Will Hernandez.
Yeah, Dan, that turnover there by Heiler is unfortunate for the Huskies because you're coming right out of a timeout, and you start possession with a turnover. You know, not the best option for the Huskies, and Coach John Mosley called a timeout because he was a little frustrated with the Huskies getting back on defense and then giving up that 3-pointer. It's now a 5-point game with 15 minutes remaining in the first half.
Howling left angle drive. The finger row gently done. Finesse. 16-13 ball game. A 3-point game now.
Yeah, and Howling did a lot of that during his days at Los Altos, as he now leads the Roadrunners in points for now with 5. Diambe once again with the putback.
Diambe, the length there. On the clock, 14 minutes, 30 seconds. First half from Monterey Park, California. Three-point attempt by McElroy. Off the mark, Hunt with the rebound. 14-15 remains. Ziegler pulls up and is fouled.
Well, if you're Coach John Mosley, you definitely want to see your players be aggressive, like Ziegler did right there. You know, he had a similar jump shot earlier, right before he called the timeout. Coach Mosley wasn't happy about that, but fortunately for Ziegler, he gets the foul here. Goes to the charity stripe as he knocks down the first.
ELAC number 33, Malik Muhammad.
East LA coming off a victory at Mount San Antonio. An impressive 87-61 win on the road. And Ziegler goes 2 of 2. 2013 ball game, East LA on top. 14:05 remains. Last touch by East LA. Heiler was the last one to tap it with the finger. Rio Hondo will inbound in the backcourt. 14:02 remains, first half. Stoppage on the clock.
It looks like they got something's going on here with the shot clock.
Well, the shot clock when they were inbounding the ball was at 16 seconds. Now reset to 20 seconds. 13:50 remains as Martinez brings it up. Ziegler defending well. They swing it around to Sandoval. Sandoval too strong there. Malik Muhammad into the game, grabs the rebound. 13:30 remains. Heiler pulls up. No. Loose ball being fought for. Heiler gets it over to Thiambe. Thiambe bobbles it. Excellent. Malik Muhammad at the right place at the right time. 13 minutes, 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, that was a fortunate sequence there for Rio Hondo. They played really good defense, but unfortunately can't come up with the rebound. But Allen makes up for it. He gets a deuce off the glass. He's now up to 7 points.
Howling spinning to his right-hand side. Nicely done as Rio now on the attack. Martinez fouled on the layup attempt by Ziegler.
Yeah, nice little Euro step there. By Martinez. Looked like Manu Ginobili, you know, during his glory days. But Rio Hondo's doing a good job of, you know, staying close, staying within striking distance, and, you know, just chipping away at the Huskies' lead. You know, they got to a great start, but the Roadrunners doing a good job of countering back.
Substitutions, number 4, Abdul-Bah, and number 12, Darius Henderson, replacing Ziegler and Hickman.
Typically, in a Husky Roadrunner ball game, the Huskies have already pulled away. The Roadrunners tend to inch themselves back into this one as Martinez goes 2 of 2. 22-17 ball game, East Los Angeles. Heiler to Muhammad, back to Heiler. Ba now. Thiambe loses the ball. Excellent defense by the Roadrunners. 12:29 remains. Well,
sorry to cut you out there, Dan, but Thiambe, you know, slaps the floor right there. You can tell he's frustrated. He has a smaller defender on him and Brian Howling, but you got to give credit to Brian because, you know, he did a good job of holding his own. Thiambe never really established any type of position to, you know, make a move, and the Roadrunners forced a turnover right there on the jump ball. Now they have a chance to at least get within 3 points.
Driving in, and Malik Muhammad says no way. Strachan gets rejected. Malik Muhammad just too strong there. 12-12 to go.
Yeah, I'm sure Strachan's going to want to forget about that one, Dan. That was
Strachan asking for the ball. Martinez barely gets it in time. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Martinez, long attempt. Malik Muhammad there. 12 minutes to go. Loose ball. Malik Muhammad recovers. Ba to Heiler. Heiler, wide open attempt. Don't leave him open. 11:50 to go.
And just like you said, Dan, they left Heiler open, and he'll make you pay if you give him that shot. He's now 2 for 2 from beyond the arc for 6 points. It puts the Huskies up 8 points with 11:36 remaining in the first half.
Heiler shooting a decent 35% from behind the arc. He tries to prove it and improve it there. No. 11:20 remains. Martinez against Heiler. Strachan defended by Malik. Back to Martinez on the far side. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Martinez, the kick out. McElroy. Muhammad's there. Muhammad pulls up, in and out. Loose ball, guess who's there? It's Muhammad. Muhammad doing well on both ends. Defensively, now on the offensive side, 10:35 remains. Small Camacho now, hands it off to Henderson. 5 seconds to go on a shot clock. Camacho will have to work quickly. Henderson responds right as the shot clock ends, and that's 10-17 mark of this first half.
Yeah, and once again, another unfortunate sequence for Rio Hondo. They play really good defense, but Henderson buries the Huskies out, knocks down the corner triple, puts them up by 11 points. And overall, that possession was created by the rebounding by Muhammad. He's really been a man amongst boys so far since he's entered the game, and now Huskies feel pretty good going into this timeout, Dan.
Yeah, Steve Johnson, head coach of the Roadrunners, calls a 30-second timeout. We'll pause as well. 10:17 remains, 28-17 Huskies here on Sportsnet USA.
That's Pluto Cepeda over there leading the young ladies all night long.
Welcome back inside the E-rena, the South Gym on the campus of East Los Angeles College. I'm Dan Gudino alongside Will Hernandez here on Sportsnet USA. Huskies with an 11-point lead on top of the Rio Hondo Roadrunners inside a South Coast Conference North matchup. Howling, near side of Sandoval. Back to Howling. Far side of McElroy, who gets rejected by Muhammad. Huskies out of attack. It's Muhammad. Coast to coast, no. Too strong there. 9:45 remains. Howling for three. Henderson hands it off to Ba. Ball crossover move. Too smooth there. 9:25 remains. East Los Angeles extends it 31-17, Will.
Yeah, really nice play there by Ba. You know, Huskies have been really hot from a three-pointer from beyond the arc. And Ba knocks it down, comes off the bench, and puts him up by 14 points. And right now, the momentum clearly in favor of the Huskies, Dan.
Ba with the runner.
Basket after Ba.
Huskies are really picking apart the Roadrunners' defense right now. Obviously, Rio Hondo faces a tough task in defending and controlling Muhammad, But then you have guys like Ball who just bring energy, can knock down shots, and proves it again right there with that little floater.
McElroy over to Howling. Howling's open. Off the mark, Camacho is there. Excellent play by Martinez. Martinez. Tough play by Martinez. They'll take it anyway.
Yeah, that was actually, I believe he's going to the foul line, but yeah, that was a really hard way to earn a foul there again, because you have several Husky defenders trailing you, and you have Muhammad. You've seen what he's done so far. He already has 2 blocks.
Martinez, Martinez at the line, shooting 76%. Decent percentage.
Yeah, and if you're Rio Hondo coach Steve Johnson, you're pretty happy with that layup attempt there by Martinez, because after starting the game pretty hot from beyond the arc, the Roadrunners have kind of cooled down so far.
$8:20 remains. $13 seconds remain on the shot clock. Five seconds remain on the shot clock. In and out. Small Camacho on the attempt there. 7:48 remains in his first half. East Los Angeles trying to finish this season what just might be the best season in Huskies history. Going back to the 2015-16 season, East Los Angeles had a 26-4 record. Most wins in school history. Oh, miscommunication there. Small Camacho was actually the one in the corner who was supposed to get it there.
And Huskies kind of give the Roadrunners a little gift there with that turnover. I mean, just looked like the Huskies were just trying to do a little bit too much, but still hold on to a 14-point lead with about 7 minutes remaining in the first half.
After tonight's game, one game will remain for East Los Angeles. It'll be against Los Angeles Trade Tech, so the possibility of getting to a 24-4 record, which will leave 2 games to tie the 26 games of 2015 and 16. As Martinez attacks the other way. No. 6:30 remains first half. Cardenas on a runner. I think Cardenas is called for the charge. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, the former Arcadia Pache came in a little too strong. He had I believe he had Camacho right there who would have had an easy deuce, but instead he tries to go up for it, and got to give credit to Strachan for standing in there. You know, he's had a tough game battling with Malik Muhammad and Solomon Hunt, but stands in there and draws the charge. And I'm sure the Rio Hondo will take that right about now when they're down by 14 points.
Ziegler, Hickman, and AG into the ball game for East Los Angeles. 15 seconds remain on the shot clock, 6:08 on the game clock. Howling drives.
Well, you got to give a lot of credit to Howling right there. I mean, he's had a battle with these guys all day long. He's mostly playing inside the post for the Roadrunners, and shows again his versatility, driving to the lane. And, he did a lot of that during his days at Los Altos. He wasn't the biggest guy, he wasn't the strongest, but, he was just a sort of a Swiss Army knife in that he was able to do everything, whether it was shooting, rebounding, passing. And, he had a lot of good games playing in Division I, especially with future Oregon State Beaver, Jared Lucas, who just just broke the all-time CIF intersection scoring record. So, you know, he's obviously played with good company and knocks down a pair of free throws right there to get the Roadrunners within 12.
Under 6 minutes to go. Small Camacho on an attempt.
3-point shot is good. Jermaine Camacho Small.
36-21 now. 5:40 remains. McElroy back to Howling. Martinez for 3.
Three-pointer is good by the Roadrunners, Jonathan Martinez.
12-point lead for East LA. Heiler to Ziegler. It's Henderson. Loose ball. Still being fought for. Finally, it's Strachan of the Roadrunners. 5:05 to go. Henderson defending on Martinez. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. 4:50 to go. Martinez bounce pass to the baseline to Strachan, who misses horribly. Right into the hands of Small Camacho. 4:40 remains. AG just can't handle his own dribble there.
Yeah, AG trying to look like Roadrunner got his hand on it, but unfortunately for AG, he loses the ball right there and comes off the bench and kind of gets off to a sluggish start offensively, but overall the Huskies have been playing pretty good defense, although they've allowed Rio Hondo to sort of get back into this game with 4:30 remaining in the first half. But overall, you know, Rio Hondo hasn't been able to get much success driving inside the lane and, you know, inside the post. Most of their points have come off of perimeter shots. And
McElroy loses his dribble. Standing on the baseline. Martinez bails him out. No. 4:10 to go. Hickman gets rejected from behind. Strachan. Under 4 minutes to go. Skip pass to the far side. Sandoval over to Martinez. Nearly knocks the head off of Malik Muhammad over on the Husky bench. 3:55 remains first half. A little bit of a drought over the last minute of and a half. McElroy from the corner against Hunt. A little bit of a mismatch there, so Martinez is there.
Three-point shot. Jonathan Martinez of the Roadrunners.
9-point ball game. East Los Angeles on top, hosting the Rio Hondo Roadrunners. Roadrunners in the All Blacks. East Los Angeles in their white camos, green numbers. Solomon Hunt with the runner there.
Basket, Solomon Hunt.
and that was just too easy for Hunt right there. He just sort of drives in and floats a little shot up and, you know, gets nothing but net. But overall for the Huskies going into the half, I'm sure Coach John Mosley's going to want to try and limit Martinez, who has 15 of the Roadrunners' his 27 points this half.
McElroy misses on the attempt for the Roadrunners. Ziegler now. Hickman. Hickman from deep. AG there to bail him out on the putback attempt. 40-27 East Los Angeles leads. 2:40 remains. First half.
Yeah, and once again, the Huskies' size and strength pays dividends.
Yeah.
Once again with AG getting a little putback as Howling.
Wow.
Really tough drive there. Gets the finish on the glass.
You could tell Howling just has a lot of soul to him, to his game, lots of effort, a lot of heart, as they like to say.
Oh.
Martinez misses on the easy layup. Sandoval there to bail him out.
Yeah, good job there by Sandoval to, you know, get the offensive rebound. Sure, he might not have the size, you know, compared to majority of the Huskies, but, you know, shows a little effort right there as it gives the Roadrunners one extra possession.
Strachan with the kick out to McElroy, who splashes that one in. A minute 45 remains, and the Roadrunners call a timeout inside the South Gym on the campus of East Los Angeles College. We'll be back on Sportsnet USA.
Jocelyn, Lily, Cindy, Sandy, Giselle, Valerie, Naomi, Jenny, and that's your last commercial of the night. And our great band is in the house.
Number 4, East Los Angeles hosting the Rio Hondo Roadrunners. East Los Angeles came prepared for the battle tonight, coming out in their white camouflage uniforms. They've been able to fend off a pesky Roadrunner team. Currently with a 8-point lead. A minute 40 remains, first half. That's Hickman. Hickman rattles in another three-pointer.
Yeah, another triple for the Huskies. That's their 8th three-pointer of the game. And believe it or not, that's only Hickman's 2nd. He's coming off a 14-point game in the Huskies' victory over Mount Sac.
Bounce pass inside to McElroy. Beautifully done by Martinez. Martinez looking at his hand as if there should have been a foul as well. Inside. It's Hickman again. 45-34 ball game. East Los Angeles leads. Martinez now stretching. Sandoval, the swing to Howling. Howling.
Three-point shot.
Three-point attempt is good there.
And Howling really doing a really nice job of contributing consistent points for the Roadrunners. He's now up to 14. And
Henderson drives to the cup. Charges called. They won't count it. Henderson out of control there. Instead, the official says.
Yeah, Henderson was a little out of control. I'm sure Coach John Mosley would have liked if he would have slowed it down a little bit. And once again, at the center of it all is Brian Howling. You know, I believe that's his 2nd offensive foul that he's drawn against the Huskies, and really doing it all for Rio Hondo tonight. And there's no question that they're going to need to continue producing for them on both ends of the floor. But overall, the Huskies have been a little lackluster on defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers. They've now surrendered 7 tonight, but if you're Coach John Mosley, you can't be dissatisfied with their offense. They've been really consistent and pretty hot tonight.
Here's a question for you, partner. If East Los Angeles wins out these last 2 games against these lowly teams that are well out of the playoff picture since probably the 3rd week of conference play, as Strachan drives and gets hammered from behind, do you think it'll hurt East Los Angeles to play weaker opponents and then all of a sudden get popped into the SoCal regional playoffs?
Right. Well, I'm sure that's definitely on the back of their minds. It's hard to say, though, because, when you're going up against, you're already guaranteed a postseason berth. If they pick up the win tonight, they're guaranteed another South Coast North Conference title, or division title, excuse me. At this point, though, they probably just want to finish the season off healthy, not draw any, injuries or cause any drama for their team chemistry. But yeah, there's no question about it. I mean, say they were to lose tonight or barely win, that could rub off on him.
Splashing it in is Hickman to close out the first half. And a Huskies extended 48-37. End of the first half. Huskies on top of the Rio Hondo Roadrunners. So there's an exclamation point to their playoff hopes. They're hopeful. They don't want to end up like last year where their playoff hopes were cut short. This year they want to finish strong, and hopefully the possibility of capturing a 27th victory on the season, which would be the most in school history, matching or surpassing the 2015-16 season. We'll be back for the second half of play here on Sportsnet USA. Huskies leading 48-37. Start of the second half inside the E-rena, the South Gym on the campus of East Los Angeles College. Number 4, East LA hosting Rio Hondo. East Los Angeles with the decent first half.
Yeah, Dan, and as you mentioned, decent first half offensively for sure, as the Huskies knocked down 9 3-pointers and shot 64% from beyond the arc. And overall, if you're the Huskies, that's something they're going to want to work on, as Hyler fires one off but misses. But to go back to that, that's going to be one thing they want to continue into the postseason, is some consistent three-point shooting.
Martinez with the poor bounce pass to McElroy. Hyler defending well. Now Howling, who's currently dribbling the ball and looking for someone to pass it to, had an impressive first half, and Strachan recovers with 5 seconds on his shot clock. Howling will have to hurry. The extra pass, is it worth it? It was. Splashing it in.
Nice fake there by McElroy, the former Santa Fe Chief. Knocks down his second three-pointer of the game, and now the Roadrunners only trail by 8 with 19:07 remaining in the second half.
Really like Rio Hondo's shooting guard, Howling, who's actually inside pounding with Fiumbe, as Hickman answers with a 3. 18:50 in the second half. Inside the E-rena, Will.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Dan, Brian Howling's kind of done it all for the Huskies. As Martinez gets the turnover right there, hits off his foot, but Howling, he's done everything for the Roadrunners, whether it was rebounding. He's been having to, he's been given a difficult assignment of defending Solomon Hunt and Malik Muhammad, but leads the team right now with 14 points, and he's been effective both offensively and defensively.
Bounce pass inside the big Hunt. Hunt loses the ball into the hands of Yaziel Felix.
Yeah, Felix is going to want to stay out of foul trouble. He picked up 2 right away to start the first half, and Coach Steven Johnson held him out for basically the remaining of the half.
McElroy on the left-hand side on the baseline. Ran straight into the knee of Hunt. Hunt favoring that right knee right now. McElroy looking, finds Howling. On the clock, 18 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Felix off the mark. Solomon Hunt on the left-hand side.
Solomon Hunt, ELAC.
Coach John Mosley has never lost to Rio Hondo, 9-0 since 2012 in his first season here at East Los Angeles. 7th season.
That's pretty impressive, Dan.
Yeah. 17 minutes, 40 seconds remain. 10 seconds on the ticker. Felix. Strachan back to Felix. Well defended by Fiumbe. Bounce pass to Howling. Not effective. Fiumbe loses the dribble, but it's because McElroy is called for the block at the 17:25 mark. of the second half. I'm Dan Gudino alongside Will Hernandez here on Sportsnet USA. And it's brought to you by NutriShop of Monterey Park, your sports nutrition, health, and vitamins experts.
And so far, the Huskies have done a really good job of defensively limiting the Rio Hondo Roadrunners, holding them to only 3 points with almost 3 minutes remaining. As Diambe once again finishes at the rim.
Hyler doing the intelligent thing of dishing out, or dishing in rather, to Diambe. Under 17 to go, second half.
Henderson all over McElroy right there.
Felix. Strachan too strong. Hunt with the rebound. Hunt, by the way, is ranked number 26 in rebounds in the state of California. Hyler now. No, Strachan comes up with the ball. 16 minutes, 25 seconds remain. Second half. Loose ball. Strachan goes behind his back. McElroy can't finish. Diambe comes up with the ball. Jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Rio Hondo, so the ball remains in the front court.
Even though Rio Hondo keeps the ball right there, Dan, you can't go without noticing Diambe just kind of wrestling the ball away from Felix right there. That's kind of been the story of the game, offensive, or in terms of the glass tonight for Rio Hondo.
Martinez dishes out to McElroy, back to Martinez. Muhammad on Martinez now, switching off with Diambe. Bounce pass inside to Felix. Well defended by Muhammad. Howling now. He'll run out of the corner. Dishes inside to a cutting Felix, who is fouled. 15:48 remains, second half. Rio Hondo still in it, technically. They've lost by an average margin of 24 points ever since 2012.
Yeah, they're not going to go down easily, Dan. I mean, Roadrunners are 2 games separated from a 75-70 victory over Trey Tech, which a lot of people would say they didn't expect. And it was the Roadrunners only their first home victory of the year, so it's been a tough year for them, but they're not just going to lay down for anyone.
To put it into perspective, East Los Angeles has outscored Rio Hondo in the last 9 games by 217 points.
Wow.
Inside, Diambe, poor pass, was trying to go to Malik Muhammad on the other side. $15:25 to go. Felix gets turned around. Back outside of Martinez, who attempts a long 3. Felix is there and bounces it off the chest of Henderson. So Rio Hondo basketball, 15:15 to go. Second half.
Yeah, good job, McElroy, of utilizing his surroundings. He fouled Henderson coming after the rebound and got to the ball first. It just throws it off of him to keep the possession for the Roadrunners. As Howling fires off a 3 and buries it
from about 23 feet.
He's now up to 17 points.
Under 15 to go. Henderson splashes one from about 13 feet. By many, this game might be called a warm-up into the playoffs, although 1 game remains next week, or excuse me, on Friday against Trey Tech. Trey Tech also struggling on the year. McElroy's shot bounces around and off the mark. 15:30 remains. Low post, back outside to Hyler. No. Felix comes up with the rebound.
And Roadrunners did a really good job of help defense on that previous possession.
Sandoval wide open. Doesn't finish. Instead, Henderson brings it up. Long pass too high. Even for Muhammad, who stands 6'6".
Yeah, and Henderson knows he might have jumped the gun a little bit too much right there. He had Malik Muhammad wide open down low for an easy dunk, and instead Henderson overthrows him a little bit. He's shaking his head a little bit. Right there, it's, you know, pushing the pace a little bit too much right there, but fortunately for the Huskies, they're still up by 12 with 14 minutes remaining.
Is it safe to say that these two last games are warm-up games to the playoffs, Will?
Yeah, I would definitely want to say that. I mean, the Huskies have already done a good job so far this year, winning 15 of their last 16 games. But overall, I mean, if I'm Coach John Mosley, I just want to get out of here, you know, injury-free, without any damage done going into the postseason. McElroy knocks down a deuce right there, but overall, the Huskies, I'm sure they want to keep the pace going. They still want to attack, and most importantly, I think they just want to work out the kinks in their offense and defense, because so far defensively they haven't done a. Oh.
Muhammad, too much action underneath. Gives too much shoulder. He's got the broad shoulders to do it. Martinez just too small, I think. I think that's always just an unfair play. You've got a guy who's just naturally stronger, just naturally bigger. It's never going to go in the direction of the big boy,
right,
or the bigger guy.
Yeah,
ever.
I mean, Muhammad kind of extended his elbow a little bit. He's not happy with it. But overall, he can't be committing that come the postseason, because the Huskies are going to need him coming off the bench and crashing the boards as Henderson throws it away.
Well, actually, Heiler couldn't handle. Took his eyes off the basketball. Turnover against the Huskies. 12:57 remains second half. Dan Gudino alongside Will Hernandez here on Sportsnet USA. 10-point lead for East LA, Will.
Yeah, as you said, Dan, I mean, you asked me what are some things that the Huskies want to work on, or, you know, are they approaching this as a warm-up? Overall, they got to be able to take care of little things like that. They want to have a long postseason run.
And a poor possession on the other side for Rio Hondo, so back-to-back possessions result for turnovers.
McElroy thought Martinez was going to tail back right there. Instead, Martinez cuts in towards the baseline, and McElroy goes the other way and says, oh, I thought you were going that way.
Ba into the ball game, now handling point guard duties for East LA. Skip pass to Heiler. Heiler back outside to Sma Camacho. Too long. Ball's batted out of bounds against Muhammad.
Yeah, Muhammad has his hands up. He's saying, hey, where's the foul right there? he got fouled with the ball. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure I agree with that call there, Dan, but fortunately for Rio Hondo, they're still only down by 10 points with 12:15 remaining and have a chance to cut to single digits. And Muhammad comes off. He picked up 2 fouls right away, and I'm sure that's not something that the Huskies are going to want to see come postseason play.
Muhammad's given a cool-off period now. Walks to the bench. Assistant coach Ken Hunter trying to console him as Solomon Hunt comes back in. 12:05 remains. Felix with the three-point attempt, tries to save his own basketball, doesn't. Steps on the paint outside. 12:02 to go. Second half, 10-point lead for the number 4 East Los Angeles College Huskies. Ba with the three-point attempt, way off the mark. Martinez on the other side. Finishes on the left-hand side.
Nice tenacious finish there by Martinez. That's one thing. He doesn't have the biggest size or quickest speed, but you know, every time he's gone up to the rack, he's gone strong.
Martinez.
And Heiler's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc, has 9 points, and once again makes the defense pay when they leave him open.
And a steal back the other way. And one. Henderson
Yeah, and right there, Henderson shows how good defense can sometimes lead to good offense. Gets a steal and goes coast to coast for the left hand finish, and now has an opportunity to get an old-fashioned three-point play, put the Huskies back up by 14.
Huskies well on pace to surpass their season average of 78 points with 11:09 to go.
I think it's safe to say, Dan, they'll go well over that.
What's the over-under?
I'm not too sure, Dan. I'm not a betting man.
I'm going to go 85.
85?
Yeah.
I'll take the over.
Oh, wow. All right.
I mean, you never know. I mean, all right. Well, I'll save that joke for another time, Dan. But, I mean, considering that the Rio Hondo's defense so far, I'm willing to take that bet.
Felix at the line, shooting 68% on the year.
Yeah, sorry to say that thing. Yeah, former Gabrielino product. It's kind of been a tough game for him. He leads the team with 16.4 points per game, but got into foul trouble in the first half, but so far has found his footing here in the second. Allen, another nice steal.
Allen having a decent game, gets stripped by Heiler. No, actually fouled. It gives a stare to the official.
Yeah, and Heiler just kind of shakes his head as, no, that's not a foul. But Allen, on the other end, was saying, hey, where's the foul? I was looking for that. Rio Hondo gets bailed out with that foul call right there, trailing by 12. 10:42 remaining.
Martinez drives, gets rejected by Ba, but Martinez able to recover with 20 seconds on the shot clock, 10:30 to go, game clock. Felix to Howling. Howling's attempt splashes in. What is that, partner, for Howling?
Yeah, Howling now to 20 points in his last 3 shots. That come from beyond the arc, and lets his fist fly, lets his fist hang for a little bit right there after he got fouled on the layup attempt.
Hunt gets a friendly roll in front of the rim. Under 10 minutes.
Yeah, if you're a Roadrunner, there's nothing you could do about that as Felix knocks down a deuce.
9-point ball game. It's as if Rio Hondo is scratching and crawling. Heiler will respond, though.
Heiler does a little trash talking after he knocks down a jumper that puts the Huskies up by 12 with 9:44 remaining. He now has 12 points, all 4 of his shots coming from beyond the arc.
Number 4, East Los Angeles on top here inside the South Gym. 68-56 on top of Rio Hondo here on Sportsnet USA. It's been a tough season for the Rio Hondo Roadrunners. It's been a real tough season for head coach in his first season, Steve Johnson. Just 4 wins this season, 22 losses. In comparison to East Los Angeles, the exact opposite, 22 wins, 4 losses, on pace for a school record, possibly tying the most wins in school history from 2015 with 26 victories. Felix now with the basketball on top to McElroy. 9:20 remains in the game. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Felix fading away, in and out. Heiler gets the ball poked from behind from Howling. Howling, can he finish? He'll at least get 2 free throws, 9:04 to go.
Yeah, I'm not too sure that Henderson did get away with a little goaltending there, but the officials don't appear to see it. But Howling gets to go to the free throw line and cut the Roadrunners' deficit to 10 points again.
ELAC substitution, number 23, Babacar Tiambe,
What a difference of two programs. I mean, just the exact opposite. Coach Mosley in every single season that he's been here at East Los Angeles, all 7, 20 or more victories. Never has he experienced a losing season. So you take a look at Rio Hondo, Steve Johnson really in the struggle.
Yeah, no question about it, Dan. Ever since Coach John Mosley arrived here at ELAC, the Huskies have been a well-oiled machine, and, they're doing it once again this season. As, fortunately for Rio Hondo, Coach Steve Johnson's only in his second year and, still struggling to find his footing. And when you're going up against programs like ELAC, it's a tall order, Dan.
Hickman drives on the baseline. Ball is tipped back up by Solomon Hunt. Can't finish with his left hand. 8:40 remains in this ball game. 10-point lead for East Los Angeles. Rio Hondo really keeping it close. This is the closest it's kept it in about 3 seasons. Off the mark is McElroy. Rebound Hunt. 8:20 remains. No. Short. Hunt's there. Can't finish. He will with his left hand.
Yeah, and Hunt kind of took the rebound away from his own teammate, and he misses an initial putback attempt, but gets a second with his left hand. Now the Huskies are up by 12 with just under 8 minutes remaining.
Strachan hands it off to Howling. Howling gets the screen from Strachan. Over to Martinez, spins around, drives baseline, kicks out to Felix. Felix doesn't get the friendly roll. Thiame is there. 7:40 remains. Hunt going to work. Hunt with a third time. I think Hickman gets credit for that one. It wasn't Hunt.
I believe it was Hunt, but once again, Solomon uses his size and strength to overpower his defenders. Gets the putback right there on the third attempt, and now the Huskies up by 14. 7:22 remaining, Dan. Unfortunately for Rio Hondo, there's nothing you could do about it when you going up against several guys over 6'5".
East Los Angeles pulling away now. 7:22 remains. East LA on top on Sportsnet USA. Looking at the top 20 rankings released on Monday, East Los Angeles finds itself in number 4. 7 minutes remain in this one.
Yeah, unfortunate sequence right there for the Huskies. Diambane and Ba had to rebound, but ball hits off Diambane's foot, and possession will stay with the Roadrunners.
A violation is called against the Roadrunners. .655 remains. Push off. Called against Felix. Excuse me, that's Strachan who gets called.
Yeah, this is an important sequence here for the Huskies. They have a chance with 6:49 remaining to put this game away and get out of here with a victory in their 4th South Coast North Division title, or at least a share.
At least a share, if, just like Will mentions, win tonight. And another South Coast Conference championship.
Jonathan Strachan of the Roadrunners.
Ba drives on the baseline. Hunt's there.
Basket is good. Solomon Hunt.
Yeah, and Hunt gets his I believe, his third consecutive putback right there. And now he has a double-double with 14 points and 10 rebounds. Pretty nice day at the office for Hunt.
That's what makes Hunt so efficient. He's ranked number 27 in the state as Martinez is called for a walk. Tries to create his own Euro step. Yeah, but back to Hunt. Hunt always so efficient because he works so well inside the box.
Absolutely. And the Upland product knows how to utilize his 6'8" length. And, you know, with his size overall, his mass, I mean, he's just kind of sometimes a man amongst boys, Dan, and he's clearly been that tonight.
5:55 remains. Howling will pull up from 3. Short. Thiambe, long rebound. .540 to go.
Yeah,
Skip
Hickman
pass.
wide open.
Yeah, Hickman. Open. Thiambe. Foul on the floor.
Yeah, unfortunately for Brian Howling, he's had a difficult task tonight, having to, I mean, you're defending guys like Diombe, 6'8", and you have another 6'8" guy in Solomon Hunt, and you have a 6'9" guy in Malik Muhammad, and overall it's been a tough task for him today. He gets the foul there, but overall he's done a nice, solid overall job for the Roadrunners.
We'll stay on the air as the Roadrunners call timeout. Steve Johnson wants to discuss the last 5:36 to go. Still technically in it, but it's always tough against the Huskies. The Huskies, of course, since the John Mosley era, undefeated against Rio Hondo, 9-0. Don't forget to join us for our second game of our doubleheader, women's basketball. East Los Angeles College hosting the Rio Hondo Roadrunners here on Sportsnet USA. That game will be at 7 p.m. Unfinished business for Coach Mosley this season. An early exit last season in the second round of the SoCal Regional. He's already had 1 appearance inside the state championship game, 3 appearances inside the Elite 8. Trying to get past the Elite 8 into the Final Four this season. Got the team to do it, possibly.
Absolutely, and they got the team to do it, Dan. I mean, they got a really formidable roster, maybe one of the best that Coach Mosley has had during his tenure here, but the Huskies have to find a way to finish games and, you know, utilize their size and their strength to, you know, make opponents play their style of game. As Hunt, once again, with the deuce over Howling.
His field goal percentage definitely will rise after tonight, coming in with a 58% field goal percentage. That, without a doubt, is close to 60% possibly. 5 minutes to go and a turnover against the Roadrunners.
Yeah, nice defense there by Diombe, and Felix really had nowhere to go with the ball and kind of loses it there on the inbound, on the pass, but Husky says, hey, we'll take it.
4:55 remains. Bounce pass inside to Thiambe. Thiambe called with too many steps.
Traveling is called on ELAC.
Moved his pivot foot prior to bouncing the ball.
Yeah, and he's not giving any indication as if he disagrees with that. And, you know, for him, he's got to figure out how to finish those types of plays when you have an undersized man going up against you.
Howling, defended by Henderson. To Felix, wide open shot. No, Hunt just too big.
Yeah.
East Los Angeles with the size advantage right there. Just throwing the ball away.
Yeah, Bob was trying to box out for it, but Hunt just says, hey, I'll take that little fella. But unfortunately for Hunt, he throws it away as Roadrunners get the ball back with 4:25 to go.
Rio Hondo just 6 active players tonight. A thin roster. Martinez now. Through the contact. Rebounded by Henderson. Under 4 minutes to go. To the corner, Hickman. Too strong, Hunt's there. Rejected from behind by McElroy, but last touch by East Los Angeles. Rio Hondo basketball, 3:51 remains.
Yeah, with 3:51 remaining in the game, you got to give credit to Rio Hondo, though. You know, as you mentioned, Dan, only 6 active players tonight, and to only trail the Huskies by 16 points, you got to feel pretty good about yourself. But if you're Coach John Mosley on the other end, I'm sure you're a little dissatisfied as Strachan gets his first bucket of the game.
On the clock, 3:25 to go. Ba to Henderson. Back to Ba. 15 seconds remain on the shot clock. Ball to the corner to Hickman. Hickman looking back to Ba. 6 seconds to go. Ba tripped up. Strachan of Rio Hondo asking for a travel. Not the case. Martinez. Trip Ba. That'll put East Los Angeles Ba at the line, I believe. No, actually, they'll be inbounding the ball from baseline, excuse me.
Yeah, it looks like Coach John Mosley will look to clear the bench in a little bit. The Huskies can get a bucket here.
Ba is open. Thiembe there. Nice pass to Hunt. Loose ball picked up by Howling. Under 3 minutes to go. Near steal by Heiler, reading that pass all the way.
Yeah, it's hard to believe there that Hunt didn't get that finish right there on the putback, but
ELAC substitution number 1, Lavelle Ziegler, replacing number 4, Abdul Ba.
Huskies still comfortably lead by 16 points with 2:56 to go.
Martinez to Felix. Well short. Flying into the picture was Hunt. Hickman loses the ball in the corner.
Fouls whistle on number 23, Elijah McElroy.
Ball down, it looks like you might hit that underplay we were talking about earlier of 85 points with 2:44 remaining. I'm sure the Huskies.
You picked over, correct?
I did pick over.
Okay.
I did pick over.
I got under. Well, plenty of time. 2:44 for East Los Angeles as Hickman gets to the free throw line, and the line violation actually advantaged Dan Gudino with the under.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with that lane violation there. I believe they called it on Heiler.
Yeah.
He's had a pretty solid night offensively. But Huskies, just trying to close out this game with a 16-point advantage and almost 2 minutes to go.
Howling. Wide open lane, left-hand finish.
And Howling, once again, he hasn't really had a lot of help, but, he has a 6'8" guy like Hunt, right in the middle of that defense that says, hey, I'm not afraid of you, little big fella, and finishes it off. Now he has 22 points.
Heiler gets stopped. And a turnover against the Huskies. Excellent ball movement by the Roadrunners. Able to get through the defense of East LA, and a steal by McElroy. McElroy from the corner. No.
Yeah, McElroy kind of, walking over a little frustrated. He has an open corner three. Surprised Howling didn't go up for the floater, but he saw McElroy wide open in the corner for the three and comes up a little short. And Heiler makes these 2 free throws. I think it's safe to say this game's over. Or at least too big of a lead for the Roadrunners to come back.
Deshaun good on the first, second on the way.
Heiler splashes both free throws. He's actually ranked 49 in the state at the free throw game, shooting 80% on the year. Hickman striking quickly. A minute 25 to go. Reverse layup by Strachan, no. Once again, Hickman wide open on the left-hand side.
Nice finish there by Hickman. He's now up to 19 points tonight. Pretty solid game for him overall, and Eiler has a wide open.
3 straight possessions by Mr. number 3, Hickman.
Yeah, now he's up to 20 points, and Huskies up by 18 points.
How about that over-under?
Hey, I got it, baby. Well, actually, I'm one shot shy, but you never know. Might get a little garbage time.
Strachan.
Shot by Strachan.
Let's see if East Los Angeles is shooting for 80-plus points. Yeah, they are. 85-plus points. They miss it there. Will. Howling to a cutting Felix. You got a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that the Huskies just drain out the clock here. It looks like my bet is not looking too good right now, but hey, every dog has its day, Dan.
14 ticks to go. East Los Angeles will move to 23-4 as Martinez hands off to Felix and a steal. We'll see if Ziegler will attempt anything. He won't. Puts it on the floor. That'll do it. Rio Hondo moves to 4-23. East Los Angeles remains undefeated at home, 8-0. Next week for East Los Angeles, or excuse me, this Friday rather, they take on Los Angeles Trade Tech in the final game of the regular season. So playoff time is approaching. We don't have our playoff schedule yet here on Sportsnet USA, but without a doubt, we will bring you at least one game of East Los Angeles College Huskies basketball inside the SoCal Regional in about 2 weeks. So stay tuned for our second game of our doubleheader. Women's basketball, Lady Huskies hosting the Rio Hondo Roadrunners. That game in about 10 minutes. So East Los Angeles does it here at home, 84-68 over the Rio Hondo Roadrunners. Will, any last thoughts?
Yeah, overall, I mean, solid night offensively for the Huskies. They do a good job, at least defensively, of holding Rio Hondo to within under 70 points. So that's obviously a victory in Coach John Mosley's book. Huskies have done a good job of doing that in their last 4 games now. So it did struggle, giving up a lot of three-pointers at the beginning of the game and letting Rio Hondo stick around. But they do a good job of just going back to their strength, which is working the ball inside to Solomon Hunt, Deion Bain, and Malik Muhammad. And overall, I'm sure Coach John Mosley feels pretty good about this win.
Who's your Whittier Daily News player of the game?
Player of the game, I'm going to have to, well, let's do one for both teams.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, for Rio Hondo, I don't think there's any doubt about it. It's got to be Brian Howling. The guy is, compared to his opponents that he was going up against tonight, he's outsized. He's outclassed. But the guy did a good job. He finishes the game with 24 points. And was effective for the Roadrunners on both ends of the floor. And for the Huskies, I don't think there's anywhere else to go. You got to go with Solomon Hunt. He finishes with a double-double, scores 16 points and 13 rebounds.
Impressive numbers.
Yeah, and overall, solid night for him. And the Huskies, if they hope to, make a deep run to postseason, they're going to need that guy to step up the way he did tonight.
East Los Angeles does it here at home. That's win number 3 in a row, and just one loss in the calendar year of 2019 for East Los Angeles. So an impressive run thus far. Winners of 16 of the last 17 ball games. East Los Angeles does it against Rio Hondo, 84-68. Join us for our second game coming up here on Sportsnet USA. Stay tuned.